I love animated films because for one, I'm a big kid. For two, I have children as well. And like me and my son love sitting around watching animated films.
It's just Moett, right here just on YouTube, bringing some type of entertainment right here just for you.
Hey friend, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Moett, which stands for Motivation Over Everything That Trends, and I am your motivational queen. Now, I don't have a message for you guys today, but, well, maybe there is a message within somewhere tied in along in this video. But for the most part, this is a review video, and I have one action movie and 4 animated films to tell you guys about. So the first movie is an action movie. It's called Argylle. Now, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. The action was phenomenal. The acting was phenomenal. And for those of you guys that haven't seen it, I don't know if I should say spoiler alert because I don't try to go into too many details in regards to the movie, but it's basically the synopsis is an agent that doesn't know she's an agent, and she goes through a lot of really cool stuff because the things that are happening within her book are actually happening in real life or have happened in real life. And basically her writing is just a way of her writing it out. But it's super action packed. There is a lot of great stuff that goes on in there. In the beginning, it starts out a little bit like, I don't know what's going on with this. But then as the movie goes on, the action really starts. Like if you watch it, whenever it gets to the train part, like a little bit shortly after it gets to the train part, then that's whenever all of the action starts kicking in, and it's like, oh man, it's like super jam-packed. So for my action movie people, definitely I recommend this movie. It's called Argylle, Argylle. You should have seen the picture up here somewhere, one way or the other. But definitely movie I definitely recommend. It's a nice movie. Now we're gonna get into the action, not the action films. We're gonna get into the animated films. I love animated films because for one, I'm a big kid. For two, I have children as well, and like me and my son love sitting around watching animated films. My daughters will watch too sometimes, but they're teenagers now, so they don't want to be all up under mom all of the time. But me and my son still enjoy watching animated films, and I watch animated films by myself because animated films, baby, animated films are the bee's knees for sure. Like my favorite movie is Princess and the Frog. That's like my comfort film, Princess and the Frog. And I will watch that movie. I don't watch that movie like 20 times. I just finished watching it again earlier today because that's my comfort film. I really love that movie. But anyway, the movies I came to talk to y'all about are, the first one is Migration. That's that movie that they were really like, you might have seen previews, you might have seen like advertising and everything. I believe it had dropped on Christmas Day last year, but that movie is so good, you guys. You know, I give that movie a 10 out of 10. I would definitely highly suggest sitting down with your family and watching that movie. It's about a family of ducks that they travel outside of their pond. They never traveled outside of their pond, and then they finally decide to travel outside of their pond, and they go on an amazing adventure. They test their strengths. They overcome a lot of things. They run into some pretty interesting characters and everything along the journey, but it is so good. And I will say that I get messages from animated films as well, because I don't just watch it just to be watching it, because I do love it. You know what I'm saying? I love the animated films and everything, but I also watch it to see like what is the message that is being like fostered behind this. And the message that is being fostered in this movie is, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. You can't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, because if you only stay within the realm of what you know, that's just where you're going to be confined at. And you're going to see other people from other walks of life that are talking about how they did all of these great things and this, that, and the third. And then you're just sitting there like, oh, well, that sounds amazing. And they're like, hey, you should come along. And you're like, no, I'm gonna stay right here. No, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to begin again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's if I can say the one takeaway from that movie, that is definitely it. But definitely Migration, you should definitely watch it with your family because it is definitely a really, really, really good film. Now the next I don't know why I want to keep calling them action movies. It's animated, animated. The next animated film is Orion in the Dark. Basically, this movie I watched it on Netflix. Oh yeah, I said that I need to start like keeping track of where I watch these movies and everything like that. Like I will let you guys on a little secret. I be watching my movies on onionplay.se. That's the only time you're gonna hear that. I'm not gonna repeat it, and I'm not gonna drop the link down in the down in the description because you're not getting my site took down because I love that site. Honestly, if you didn't catch it, you need to run it back in slow mo and catch it. All right, but definitely or DM me. I got you. But the movie is Orion in the Dark. You can find it on Netflix. It's basically about a little boy who is terrified of the dark. He's terrified of the dark. Like he's always freaking out whenever it's dark and everything. If he doesn't have a light on, he's like completely just freaking out. And finally, the dark just personifies itself and it introduces itself to him and takes him on an adventure to see exactly how great the dark can be in hopes of changing his mind in regards to being afraid. And that movie is so amazing. It's so good. You really get to see a different side and a different understanding for why it has to be dark sometimes and everything like that. And honestly, I'm a girl where I be needing a nightlight on. You know what I'm saying? I be needing some type of light on just because I don't like the pitch black dark. Yes, I am grown. I am a grown woman with children and I be needing a nightlight. I do, but I'm proud of myself because like these last couple of weeks, I started just sleeping in the dark, like complete pitch black dark, like no light from the bathroom. I'm so proud of myself. Like I'm growing up. But honestly, it talks about overcoming the fear of the dark. That's basically what it is. Overcoming the fear of the dark and everything. And I definitely highly recommend watching that movie. If you have smaller children that are also afraid of the dark, I suggest watching that movie with them as well. It might give them a different outlook and a different perspective and a different feeling in regards to that and everything. Definitely, I give that movie a 10 out of 10. Now, the next movie is Wish. Wish is, what's Wish? Where did I watch Wish? I watched Wish on my website. But Wish is basically where this guy creates this kingdom, this place, this basically nation, so to speak, where people give their wishes to him. In lieu of staying there, people give their wishes to him for safekeeping or whatever the case may be. And he decides at a certain period of time what wishes he will grant, if he grants them, and different things like that. And this girl challenges it because she finds out that 9 times out of 10 he's not going to grant those wishes, and he also takes something away from people whenever he takes their wishes, because it kind of like takes that feeling of hope outside of them and everything like that. And so she goes through a journey of trying to save the wishes and be able to uplift the people and everything like that. So I suggest watching that movie because it's so good. Like, it's definitely another family film. I give it a 10 out of 10. If I can say that I got something from that movie, it would be to not give other people your power. The power of your imagination, your hopes and your dreams is so powerful. It's so amazing, like so much more amazing than you can even fathom, than we can even think about. So it's important to be able to not give other people that power over us. Like giving someone else your stuff is basically like taking a piece of you away. It doesn't mean that you can't walk in your calling, because whenever we're walking in our calling and we're walking in our gift, then we're helping people along the lines with that same dream and goal, you know what I'm saying, in mind. But whenever we just relinquish our powers and our abilities to someone else, whether it be anger, whether it be defeat, whether it be whatever the case may be, then we give them the power to over us, to control our destiny, whenever in reality we are the ones that control our destiny. Because whatever that dream, that goal, that vision is, it was given to you, and you have the power to be able to bring it to life. So I highly suggest watching this movie with your family. It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. Now, the last movie that I have for you is the Canterville Ghost. This movie, I want to say it can be found on Netflix. I'm not sure, but it was a pretty good movie. I'll give it a 7. It isn't as high as my other movies, just because it wasn't a problem with the animation. The animation was cool. It's more so the storyline. I wish the storyline would have been a little bit more put together, so to speak. But for the most part, it was good in regards to it. It's basically about a family that moves into a house that has a ghost, where this ghost has been running people off for years, I believe centuries. And finally, this family moves in, and they're not afraid of that ghost. And that ghost is trying to do everything to get that family out and everything. And then it befriends the daughter, and she really like starts digging into the history and the story behind how he became a ghost, what happened, whoop, 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 this, that, and the third. And then like ultimately she ends up having to fight in a battle to be able to like get her life and get the ghost's life and different things like that. But it's a good movie. It is a good movie. I would say to watch it with your kids. It'll definitely be good for like, well, me and my son did watch it. My son is 8. So me and my son watched that together. We watched that together. We watched Migration together. What else we watched together? We watched Orion in the Dark together. We did not watch Wish together, but I like Wish. But definitely the Canterville Ghost, I would say to watch it. It's a nice movie. It's not bad. And if I would say anything, the message in regards to that is to not allow the past to hold you back. Because a lot of times we're so stuck in the past, what happened to us, what we dealt with, what we had to overcome, that we allow it to keep us from being able to move forward. So that's the message that I got in that movie. But those are the movie, y'all. Those are the movies, y'all. I'm dropping real quick. I'm about to drop a 30 days consistency challenge. It's going to launch tomorrow. I'm going to be sending an email blast out to my email list with a 50% code off of the VIP option. The challenge is free unless you want to upgrade to VIP. There are going to be different benefits. I'm still working all of those things out, but I will be officially dropping everything and sending that email blast out tomorrow. You won't see like marketing and stuff like that until Monday. I definitely still have your Let's Get Unstuck guide, which is your social media guide to help you if you're a person that feels like, dang, I wish I knew what to post. I wish I had a little bit of assistance. If you're a person that can be able to just grab stuff, you're just like, hey, give me the game plan. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go do it. Then you can get it through grabbing the Master Your Future bundle and then getting it that way, because you'll be able to get it for $4.99. The other way is for those people that are like, hey, I see and I understand the purpose of these materials and everything, but I need a little bit more hands-on approach. I need somebody to walk along the process and do this with me. Then you're going to want to grab the accountability starter pack. That way you're going to be able to have me along with you in that process, in that journey, brainstorming, working this thing out to be able to help you to truly get unstuck and to truly hold you accountable. I'll drop all of those links below so that way you could be able to tap in with all of that great stuff. Also, I feel like it's something else I need to be telling y'all about. Oh, the She Launched Business Expo. We have that going on April the 27th. Sisterhood Circle Incorporated. You definitely want to be in the room, especially if you're a woman in business or a woman thinking about being in business. You want to be in that room because you're going to be able to network with thousands of people. Okay, so definitely. And then we have vendor spots and we have sponsorship opportunities. So I will drop all of that below in the description and everything. So definitely just tap in with me. I got so much going on. I dare you to just choose one option. Honestly, I have a lot of things going on, and still creating more. But you know, hey, that's what I love to do. I'm a high productivity person. I love being able to help other people. I love being able to motivate people. I love being able to walk in my calling, and that's what I'm here for. But definitely make sure you like this video, share it with somebody that might need it. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you're feeling. If you've watched these movies, what was your take on these movies? Are there any movies that you suggest that I watch or anything like that and you would like my take on it? Definitely just drop all of that below and I will definitely give it a check out. Oh yeah, I'm about to launch book club. I'm about to be relaunching book club pretty soon here. So definitely, if you're not on my email list, not only to get the 50% off discount code that I'm going to be emailing out tomorrow, but also to be able to get to be first in line, to be able to get the book club not book club, book club announcement, then definitely you need to head over to my website, www.iammoett.us. And then whenever that pop-up comes up like, hey, do you want to subscribe? Then you need to enter in your email and bam, you're on my list. And then you will get those emails. All right. That's really, really, really all I have for you guys today. Hey, for those of you guys that are having a bad day, remember that you're just having a bad day, not a bad life. Life is too short to be anything but motivated. Now get out there and turn your dreams into a vision and make that your reality. I love you guys. Peace.